sell, like I think the guy brought up the idea of what he had, because I think the girl insisted she had, condoms on all the guys
Uh-huh.
when they're actually putting it in her. And so she had all the guys was wearing condoms when they, actually put it to her. So one of the guys made a joke about this. Oh, I don't sell condoms, but I've got one. I had one with me. Good thing, huh? Or something, shit like that, making a joke. But it's and it was I forgot the lady's name, but she's famous, and Nina Hartley.
All right.
She's an '80s or a '90s porn star.
Isn't she still around doing it?
I think what she's doing is she makes instructional videos,
Oh,
and I think she also publishes them that are, I guess, more feminist. So they don't have that thing where the guy's holding her by the throat,
yeah.
that shit like they do in some of the ones they make now, or sticks his hand in her mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that bullshit? It's bullshit. You would never do that. But for whatever reason, they stick their hands in her mouth and they hold her throat, and it's like, nobody does that. And then there's the whole, what was it? There was one of them, and it looked like this. It was just a scene, like they, because it's the ladies and the guy. There's two or three guys in this one company, and there's two or three girls, and they switch who mixes with who, and it's different, different ones they make. And the guy's involved, whatever, and he ends up being the homeowner. And it looks like, for all intent and purposes, she comes in through the back door. She must have climbed over a fence or whatever. And I think she's trying to. I don't know if she's selling Bibles or trying to inform them about God or something. Okay, that's the gimmick. That's why she's knocking on your door. So somewhere along the way, he talks her into something. I don't remember how he gets it to happen, but he talks her into, I don't know, take her shirt off or kiss him or something to get it going. And that's what kicks the whole thing off. Evidently, it's under the myth that if you get a woman to kiss you or touch it or you rub her boobs or some combination, supposedly she'll catch up, take off, and she'll want to have sex and whatever, and you can just keep going. That's the myth that's out there. In some cases, if the girl was into it in the first place, or at least she looks like she's into it, that does work. But it doesn't work with all girls. But they have it in the porns. It's all girls. At some point, the girl, because they play off like there's some girls that are built that look like little girls, but hopefully they're not. I try to get the ones that are at least 18. The ones that are trying to be legit. And I have met women that had almost no boobs, and I've met women that had little ones, and I've met women that were just little sized. So there are women that look younger. So if you made them up or whatever, you could probably play off the whole myth of them. Oh no, I don't know, 16 or not 17 yet or some stupid thing, and she's actually of age, but she's playing the actress, but she's playing like she's not or something. That's fantasy too. There's people want underage girls, I guess, or whatever, but you can't technically have underage girls doing those things. But if you got a girl that looks the part but isn't, I guess that's like a thing. Like there's some like girls that are that are like thinner sized or whatever, and they look like they could be 16 or whatever, stuff like that. One that was like the stepdaughter was like a little Asian girl. That was one of them I watched. It's like, oh, neat. See, I don't like the ones where they pretend to actually be real brothers and sisters or mom or dad or whoever. If it's the step people or if it's the babysitter, I'm okay with that. Somebody's, it's not your blood relative, because I know that's a fantasy for some people and they get off on the bad and all that. But it's got to be somebody that technically on paper, someplace you don't have a mom with or dad with, connected with you together. I don't like that idea. I don't like the whole incest thing. I mean, some people will say, "Oh, you can't do it with your stepsister. She was brought up with you for 10 years or whatever." Well, there are some people I've met that had stepsisters or brothers or whatever, and when they got to be 18 or whatever, they just said, "You're just a person to me. You were never my brother or sister. I never liked you," or something. Mom and Dad wanted us to say it, but I said it only because it made them happy when I lived here. I've heard people do that too. I only said it because mom and dad said to. Or we all know you were adopted. You weren't real. Or was it you got married? I don't care anymore. Go away.
See, I think all that stuff is fake, anyways, Mike.
Which thing?
I think that stuff about families and parents doing their relatives. I think the porn writes that because people are sick and want to watch it.
Oh yeah, but I wonder because there's amateur stuff. We don't know if the actors are really their parents or if it's an aunt or somebody that looks like an older person.
Wouldn't that be illegal to put on? It's like if you say
I
that the
don't
girl
know.
is like if you did a
Yeah, but if everybody was 18,
well, if you did a
I think that's a
now, there's
technical
also
thing. I
a
think if
rule.
you're over 18.
There's also a rule that you cannot do solicit. It's like subliminal messages to the viewer. Like you can't have a porno in a middle school with teachers and students.
Oh.
You can't have them. You could have them in a high school because it could be 18 or college. You can't do pornos in, like you couldn't do one in a.
Like if they had after hours at a daycare center, because all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
padded
something like
mattresses
that,
or whatever, in the
or
long
you
game
can't do it in
play area
the,
or something.
or you can't do it in the mall or something because
Oh.
there's unwritten rules and written rules and whatever you call it. I don't know if it's an unwritten rule, or a written rule, but it's a taboo, and some states won't allow this. Like I forgot if it was California. I think it's California that the actor and actress must sign paperwork and they must have regular things going on and be tested and everything.
Huh.
I know in Florida that you must have everybody 18, you must have on file their real names,
Oh yeah.
their real addresses, their real contacts, as if it was a real production.
Oh, it is a
company.
real production.
No, I meant some of these people say, "Oh, my name is Penny," and that's not a real name. That's not going to be a real name.
Oh no,
at all.
their on-screen name is different because that's just like some of the actors and actresses out there that you see on movies and TV.
No, but
their real name isn't. I
meant the porno
Gloria
industry.
Swanson or somebody, whatever their famous
the
name.
porno industry is like their pro wrestling. You will never know a person's real name. You may never know it on a check because I am,
Well, it's just like there are people.
I am King Kong Bundy. I am not.
Well, your performance name is considered at least pay wise. Your performance name can be your legal name. You can actually get a checking account based on
like the Ultimate Warrior did.
Yeah.
He changed his name to the Warrior.
Or called himself Sid. Like there are guys that like the punkers from like the 80s or whatever. One guy was called Sid Vicious.
Yeah.
And he's probably got checks that said.
I thought Sid Vicious was a wrestler.
Well, there was also a Sid Vicious.
A rock band?
A rock band guy. He's a punker. Anyway, Sex Pistols, I think it was. Well, anyway, Sid Vicious probably got checks from the bars or the arenas or wherever it is these guys played. And probably got written out to Sid Vicious. Whatever Sid Vicious's pay was.
My question is, Mike, you might know this, and I've always wondered. Let's say bands that are 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 members. How do they get paid? Do you break it up 6 ways?
Well, that's
Does
the
it
thing.
go into their band account? So their tour expense was $10,000 for the bus and fuel and bus mechanics and all that.
Well, it depends on what you're.
And $1,000 for each meal they ate for their meals, or is it here? If it's $50,000 and there's 5 of you, each one of you gets $10,000, and you do what you want with it.
Now, here's the thing, though. It would all depend on the contract agreement, whatever that it was, because everybody writes a different contract. I don't know if it's a boilerplate, that's what they call it.
Yes, but the drummer.
But hang on, let me finish.
Okay.
You have what's called a boilerplate.
Yeah.
Almost every industry has it. Maybe you're going to buy real estate. If it isn't something real special going on, maybe it's just a house in city, your city. Maybe you got a boilerplate thing that says, because there's nothing special going to happen in your purchase, this person's buying this house at so many square feet, whatever it is you're supposed to have in these papers, whatever. And then they just drop that information in and how much it was and how much they agree to pay, whatever, closing costs, all that happy shit, whatever's supposed to happen. And I have a boilerplate thing. So there may be a boilerplate thing for if you perform. Well, if you decide that you want different things, like maybe you're going to split it up, like you said, between everybody. But you may also have it written in that you just pay the band however much. And then the band figures it out from when they get it. Or maybe the manager figured it out.
Because I know,
or maybe the manager agreed that he'll pay for everything, and then you guys get the money while you're on the road. I don't know. It all depends on what everybody agreed to in the contracts.
I know that you have different wrestlers get paid different stuff.
Yeah.
Now, does the band member, like the drummer and the guitarist and the piano guy and the other guy and the sing, they all get different stuff? Or is it a uniformed, you are a
It
part of
depends on
this
what
band and everybody gets it?
it
It's like
depends on,
snorkeling in the
yeah, but it's,
Sandbox. We both get the same amount of money no matter what.
well, it's, yeah, but what we agreed upon that, but it all depends on what the band and the group decided on. It could be that because the guy thinks he's big stuff, maybe the lead singer gets more money or something.
And
We
And
don't know.
since you're the brains of the outfit, I think I should get more because I suffer for being the low intelligence one.
No.
So I get more money than you do.
No.
That's not how it works. The brains gets the more
No,
money.
no, no. Wait. As far as I'm concerned, if
We
there
don't
was,
even get money for this.
I was gonna say
We're
if
not
there was
getting any money.
if there was ever money, we'd split it. But I'm of the personal opinion that because of at least my situation, I'd be more than willing to let you go and buy a better computer or better microphones or whatever to burn the money up, because not to burn it, I'll literally burn it, but to spend it to invest in maybe equipment, because I don't need an income. Because we may stop doing this in like a year or something, 6 months, and because I've reported to the Social Security that I get whatever we would be getting. I don't know what people get in these kind of things.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, but that's a problem though. It's just like anything else. If you report your income, you may make too much.
But we don't make any income.
No,
what are we reporting? We will
That's
never
not
make
what
any income.
You're not getting to it, buddy. Let's say that I don't know, this thing takes off. Maybe I don't know, people from New York City or Hollywood or Dubai or wherever, some rich
Why is
place.
it always Hollywood? Can it? Well,
Anyway,
Hollywood is Los
some
Angeles.
rich place decides that
Yeah.
you guys we are wicked cool,
Yeah.
and there's so many people showing up or whatever from
Yeah.
that place.
That I'm wicked cool and they want me.
Yeah.
And what else?
They want to watch our stuff, and because we get so much traffic, because after we get, I think it's 1,000 watches of a video or 100 or something. I don't remember. Some magic not my.
I don't. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I don't care how many subscribers I get. I want listeners.
Yes, but what I'm trying to get to
We
is,
could get 10 subscribers and 1,000 listeners.
Okay.
Which one do you want, Mike? Do you want the listeners or the 10 people always watching?
either one.
I
Really.
want the listeners.
I want both.
I want
But
the ratings
I
or
have it of
listeners.
yeah, but the thing is though, after however many that whatever it is that YouTube does, I don't remember. It's either 100 or 1,000, whatever. Whenever the magic number is reached, then they start saying, I don't know what it is, maybe a penny a minute or something like that of the actual commercials or something. And that's what we're supposed to get. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to get to, is that after whatever criteria the YouTube decides that we've had enough people, that we have enough population, that the commercials are worthwhile for them, they'll give you a piece of the action. I don't know if it's a penny or what it is. But anyway, part of a penny. I have no idea. But I'm not saying I want this is to be rich. This is just to say that if money started coming, I would say, let's buy really good microphones. Let's get really good headphones. Let's get a laptop. I don't know, just stuff for the show to improve it. And I want, receipts and everything, because then we can prove to whoever, whatever might be tracking us around or whatever, paying attention to our finances, that we put the money back into the business, so to speak. We invested in equipment. I'd rather, if I was getting money, like $100 came at me for some reason, because who knows, maybe 10,000 people showed up or whatever and started watching our videos. I would wish that we had that $100 went to maybe a more memory or RAM or something, or better microphones or wires or whatever we need for the actual production. Because I'm not here. This is not an income. This is not get rich quick. This is just us having our time and sharing and maybe educating a few people or entertaining or whatever. And that's what we're doing, right?
Well, that's what we will be doing. This is only the third show, folks.
Yeah.
Only the third show here. And we hope this takes off.
Yeah, it'd be great if it took off.
Today's conversation's a little weird, folks. We decided to do productions and entertainment. And we got off sidetracked on Mike's entertainment likings. But this is what our goal is for the show, is to get ourselves more out there. We hope that you like the show. We hope that there are sick-minded people out there.
Hey.
As well as good-minded people.
But openly minded, adult-minded people. Because
There has been other people in this world that will be terribly sued for, that had extreme amounts of odd programming on their shows.
Oh.
And they have become famous for it. And that's what people go to them to watch for.
Now, we're unusual because we let things fly. Sometimes we let our opinions just go. So that may be
Well,
something we're known for. We don't know. We
I
haven't really gotten there yet.
we haven't into the third program, and I don't know what topics we'll be talking about. I don't know what we'll be doing. I don't even know how we're going to be loading this up on YouTube. YouTube may screw it all up. We don't know. We want to know. I wish I could know, but I can't project into the future for that. I can't project anything on what the show is going to be like, what the show is going to do, how the show is going to act.
If Wade's going to drop things to the ground,
Yeah. I don't know if things are going to go nuts. I don't know if the computer and the other equipment is going to totally have a failure. I don't know if the mics will hold up. We don't know. And that is part of doing it.
what is it? Some of your stuff's what, 10 or 12 years old now?
Yeah. Well, we're using old equipment. I have done other podcasts, and I do other podcasts, and I do other things, and we're trying to use some of that equipment here. We don't know what it's going to last. I may have to even, but like you said, we may be having to get other equipment, and it would be nice if we could have sponsors or people that say, hey, I want to help. But who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
there'll
because
be.
you don't have to buy us a beer or a coffee. Maybe just put $1 in and say, hey, you guys might need a microphone cord later.
Well, maybe there's going to be people that say, hey, you're stupid. I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah. If you don't like us, then, like they say, keep on walking.
Well, I like to say keep on talking.
Keep on talking. Or let your fingers do the walking.
Yeah, well, whatever. In today's world, I don't
Switch-
know what it is.
Switch to channel.
Not switch to channel. You're going to swipe up.
Oh,
If
swipe
you're
up.
on your cell phone or something. Who knows? Who knows how it works?
Or put a don't like.
I don't know if even that would work.
Like the old joke is if you don't like us, punch the don't like twice.
No, if you don't like, thumbs
Well, you
up,
know what happens
thumbs
when
down,
you know what happens when you push something twice?
sad face.
It doesn't stay.
Some of these things have the special ed thing going on with the smiley faces and the sad faces. I hope they don't do a green one doing like it's gonna vomit, because that would be really bad on our.
Well, you
show.
could emoji on your comments.
Even though the emojis I've sent you on your cell phone are funny, the barfing alien one and
Well, I was
the
worried.
clown that looks like he's constipated.
See, I was looking at it thinking that because everybody that sends that kind of stuff before said that was basically pointing out that you were sick or not feeling good. And I went, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wade.
Yeah, well, that's not what I meant by it. I meant that it's funny.
And he sends an eggplant, and I've been trying to explain to him that I don't need that symbol between him and I. I don't play for that team.
Eggplant and 2 baseballs.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah. If anybody gets the idea that they want to send something to somebody, send them the eggplant.
No, do not send him the eggplant.
What about the carrot and the 2 oranges? What about a banana and 2 lemons?
Well, why don't you just go all the way and how about a fuzzy peach?
Oh, God. It better have hair or I'm not going there.
What was it? There's people who argue the other way.
No.
I've seen a picture that the guy has like a cookie, and he takes a piece of hair and he puts a piece of hair on the cookie. Says, "Did you eat that?"
That's disgusting.
Well, that was supposedly his argument.
What, hair on your food?
No, never mind. If you don't, if you don't understand, you won't understand.
No, I have some understanding boundaries here.
See, I'm okay because I don't care how neat and tidy somebody could be down yonder. There's always a hair or something. I don't care how neat and tidy you could, unless somebody's down there with like.
So what happens if you can sit your arm up to your elbow down there?
Wade.
I mean, we started talking over pornos on this thing.
I just know that there are people that may be into that kind of thing, but that's not me. I can't say that I've watched anything where they've purposely done that. And I'm kind of not interested to see that because I know people that maybe they do have 8 or 10 inches or whatever, the bigger sizes, but, at least they say. And that's good for them. I mean, it seems like it's at least possible. But if you got one big enough, say, as big as someone's arm or a...
I'm hung like a squirrel.
Or
a chipmunk.
Chipmunk.
Or maybe a mouse.
But But I have it in my head that if they're a
As
farm
long as I'm
animal,
not a bee. You know what
yeah,
happens to a bee when he mates?
he's dead afterwards. The drones,
No,
yeah.
his nuts explode. And
Oh,
they
do they?
explode so bad they kill him.
Oh, I thought that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought there was something about what she did, like
Yeah,
letting.
his nuts exploded.
Oh,
My
I
nuts
thought.
explode too. I'm dying too.
Oh, I thought maybe I don't know. He.
Your nuts explode. You're gone
I thought
too.
his
You're
energy or
dying.
something wore out or something because he had his big. Oh, that feels good moment.
Any man that their nuts explode are probably going to be
Yeah,
heart-wise.
yeah, I can see that
They're
now. Yeah,
gone.
but
They're dying.
see,
They're
I
no
didn't know
more.
that part.
They're not here anymore. They're gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we could have safety words on this show. There is none.
My safe word is purple nurple.
Purple nurple.
Yeah, it's a non sequitur. That means it has nothing to do with a lot of things. So that means if I say it, then it won't relate to pretending to be. I don't know. Like there's some people in this whole S&M B&D where fighting and complaining is part of the fun. I guess you'd say. So stop and please and whatever. You can't say them as safe words because that might be part of the play. Now, if you say something like red or something, that usually isn't like somebody meaning to stop. It's a color or something, and that's why you would say something out of the way. Like in your way, it might be Jesus is love or something. I don't know, but anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
See, there he is again. He brings him in every time.
I'm not gonna be.
He's a Jesus freak. That's my definition because he says his name all the time.
I kind of am, but with this program going on like this, I don't think anybody's gonna believe it.
Go with God.
You have to. Who else you gonna go with?
Well,
Zeus and Set and Ra? What?
yeah, why not, man?
He said God. He didn't say which one.
Yeah. No, was it? How about the line?
Although there is only one, so.
Well, how about the Ten Commandments? He says, "No God before me." He never said after.
Well, see, that's an argument that I've argued. That the Bible says as long as you put Him first,
Yeah.
that there's nothing that says there's not others.
Yeah, because you give Caesar what is Caesar's, right? It's in the Bible somewhere.
Render to what Caesar's is
Yeah.
Caesar's or something. But they're talking about money. I mean, the money goes to the government, not to the church.
Oh.
Money is for the money. The church, see, this is the thing about tithing. You're supposed to tithe 10% of everything. Wages, money. Say you're a lawyer, you tithe 10% of your legal services.
Mm-hmm.
Say you're whatever, you do snow plowing, mowing the lawn, landscape. 10% of your work should be for the Lord, helping people that can't get their lawns mowed, they can't afford it. You're a landlord. Maybe you'll have 2 of your apartments for somebody that's free from the church.
Or maybe your priest or minister needs to have air conditioning when he's putting the newsletter together for your stuff online.
Well, I've often wondered how the bills get paid in a church, but they're tax exempt.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make the electric lights come on or whatever.
It might.
Exempt.
Who said the electric company doesn't get a free, for all those churches that they have running the electric? No wonder the electric company doesn't have to pay any bills. No wonder they don't have any responsibilities.
What?
They haven't paid taxes since the first day it started. They got all the churches up Main Street. Go up to L 11, 12, 14 of them, and each one has their electric on. Each one's about a $4,000 bill a month.
Yep.
So if that's the case, then, and that's a write-off for the electric company.
No, it's not because they're getting their money.
Maybe it's reduced.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Maybe they get a reduced amount. Maybe they don't have to make the full payment. Maybe they don't have to, what is it called? Participate in the billing cycles that we do, I guess you would say.
I can't imagine.
I don't even know how much electricity is.
Oh, it's so much a kilowatt. I can't remember now.
No, I meant what is it for? Can they make their own thing? Can they tell you it's one and another person's another?
No, it's a set price.
Oh, it's a set price.
It's a set price unless you get a particular thing. Like there was a point where you could get like if you wanted to buy from the source of the solar cell, say, in I don't know, upstate New York someplace, or upstate wherever, or downstate wherever your countryside is for your state. And might be that they got windmills, or maybe they got solar cells, or maybe they got both. And there was an option, at least for that in our state, where you could actually get it from them instead of the smokestack or the nuclear plant or whatever.
Thought that was. I always thought that here we have New York State Electric and Gas, Mohawk Valley. What's the other one? Prime something, and then there's two others. Anyways, they can get it from solar panels. They can get it from oil. They can, whatever the source is or how they buy it. But if you're getting it sourced, you have to pay a source fee plus a service fee plus them getting it to you fee, whatever that's called.
I think it's transmission.
A supply, I think it's called a thing. A source fee, a supply fee, a service fee, a tax on whatever that is. So it gets complicated. So you might as well say, I want just the company and deal with them. Now, I know in other states, like when I was out in Missouri, they had very few to choose from, and most of them were getting sources from the same place. So if you only want, say, solar panels, and I only want, say, water turbines going over a Niagara Falls, for instance, then we may be paying the same thing because you may be getting it from solar panels, I may be getting it from solar panels, and we're charging the customers the same thing, and they don't know it.
Or you tack onto it so your company makes money in the process or something.
Well,
American way, I guess.
I don't know how that works. I don't think we'll ever know because I don't think they're ever going to tell us. I don't think anybody's ever going to say, oh, this is how it works. And it's something that's a massive secret. And I don't know why it's so secretive. It just has to be so secretive. I don't know why somebody can't come forward and say, hey, this is how we do it. This is how we do things. I just don't understand why they have to be so tight-lipped and not open about what they're doing. Are they doing something wrong? Are they doing something disgustingly half-assed, if you will, since we don't have a filter on this show? Are they doing something that is against the law or whatever laws they make? Because obviously these companies are the ones that make the law. I doubt that senators and congressmen are sitting there wondering how we could legalize electricity and power. I also think it's just like the internet. Did you know that the internet is all over? It doesn't matter about the bandwidth. It's always at 100. And then they sell you certain percentages of that. So you could get, say, 12%. I get 10%. Somebody else gets 8 or 5. And they're all different prices, when really we could all get 100% of the internet sold to us for the same price.
See, I don't know about that part. That part doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that works that way. I've never heard of that.
It does. The internet's the internet. It's there. You get some device to go to it and bring it to you. Then you bring it to us. Oh, I'm going to cut back to this. I'm going to cut back to that because I know you'll pay more money to have this amount. He'll pay extra money to have more amount. That's what they do to you. It's just like the cable. All the channels exist. They're all there. HBO, Disney, whatever it was when we were kids, or today, are there. However, the cable company is going to say you can't have the sports channels. Why? They're there. They're there on the TV. You're just blocking them. Why? Because they want extra money to do it. When they could just say $100 a month gets you cable and you can watch whatever you want. The streaming services do it. If you added up all 3 of my streaming services, it's about $100.
Huh.
Sports, Disney, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, Prime,
let's see,
Paramount.
I think I do High Dive, which is an anime a group. And I've got...
Is it proper anime?
Yeah.
So I can watch like...
Yeah.
Is High Dive paying for it or is it free?
No, you pay for it. I think I'm paying $6 or $8 for it a month.
So I could get like Vampire Hunter D?
I don't know. I can't remember what all's on there. You'd have to look it up. I don't know. Some of the things I don't know. I've been trying to watch all the ones that are okay. I know subbed. It's supposed to be the pure stuff because that's where they talk in Japanese, where you get to read it.
Yeah.
There are people who are purists that say that's the way to see it because you see the real emotion of the actors or whatever, or hear it, and that's supposedly the more pure version. But then there's people like myself that sometimes you're just not in the mood to because I gotta lean in because my glasses suck. So I gotta lean in and look at the subtitle and hope that because that was a controversy too. Crunchyroll or somebody was not translating everything like they used to. There was a point in time where if something in print showed up, maybe it's a street sign or a dress sign or whatever, anything that was in Japanese or whatever, Korean or whatever the anime was, because there's different ones, different languages now, that it would translate what that word was or those words could potentially be. Well, nowadays that was a big controversy. Crunchyroll or somebody stopped doing that, but they were charging the same money.
Well, do you realize some of those names, like for instance, if on hotels in different countries, China, Japan, mostly in Japan, will have the names of the stuff out there. So for their own country, let's say a towel pantry where you can get towels.
Yeah.
Because their hotels work like you go get the towels and you go back to your room. Or you live in these little stalls with just the bed and a dresser, and everybody shares the shower area.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your towel, and what it reads in there is, this towel is for you. What the American translation is, take one towel for self.
Ah.
So it's not even what they want you to say. They want to be bubbly and happy and say, take a towel when needed. But this one says, take one towel for self. The translation is not take any towel you need, not go get a shower, you can do it. It's only one towel for self,
Yeah.
Or a lot of the food items, like the fish marts, will say, let's say lobster and shrimp. Lobster and shrimp, $5. It may say, these fish are for a price.
Oh.
And it's like what? It's not translated properly.
Oh.
There's a whole thing on YouTube about it that I watch, and you could get a good laugh. Like some of the bathrooms will say, have male and female on it. It'll say boy or girl or other.
Oh, it's funny.
I'm like, other? What is, well, today's world, we can have other, but what is other? Or it'll say, toilet is here in Japanese, and the American translation is, use toilet now here. And have an arrow pointing on the floor.
That's funny.
Not behind the door. It's right here on the wall, on the sign, instead of, choose door for bathroom. Which bathroom, you can use both. That's why a lot of people they have signs on everything. And that's why I think we did the male and female signs.
Mm.
I don't know what we're going to have now because men can wear dresses. So when they have a figure with a dress on, I'm not sure what bathroom that is.
Well, how about the places?
And both genders can use a toilet.
How about the places that are rented by the public, like maybe it's an old, I don't know, Antler Lodge or whatever, or Moose Club or something, and they still have the thing on the sign that says bow or duck, or doe or buck.
Doe or buck.
How about the people that don't hunt or don't know about deer, and they have to ask people, am I a doe or am I a buck?
Well, everybody knows what a buck is. It's a deer with antlers.
Well, not everybody does, because there are citified people, and then there's people that I don't care if they deer run in front of the cars all up and down the highway. They don't know the difference. They just know that it's a deer. That's a deer. Or I think that's a deer. It's a big thing. It could be a dog because they just don't know animals or care. There are people that just don't care. Wait, just like that, there are people that may not know, I don't know, different kinds of things in the paranormal investigations. There's people that don't care or don't know because they've never seen it.
Well, what about the zoo that has the female bathroom of an elephant, and on the male bathroom's a gorilla?
Oh, I've never seen that.
Well, I've seen a male and female elephant, and I've seen a male and female gorilla.
Yeah, I know.
So which one are you supposed to use?
That's a good question.
The elephant one or not? And then, like, I think, was it at the Washington, D.C. Zoo? They had one with Panda Bear on it, and then another set of bathrooms with some kind of a monkey on it.
No
I'm like,
kidding.
what's the difference? Last time I knew, a panda bear looks the same, male and female. I mean, an elephant might look different, male and female. The one with the tusk is the male. The one without the tusk is the female.
There's an old joke with the Dennis the Menace. Dennis is trying to explain to his buddy, because they had puppies. He says, my daddy, he just has to pick them up and look at their feet. He knows if they're boys or girls.
Look at their feet. Oh, jeez. Remember the Family Circus
Yeah, I think so.
comic?
This family, they had like 3 or 4 little kids.
Yeah.
There was even a baby one, so they had everything. They had the boy that was probably 8th grade or close. And
the baby looked like the one in the purple crayon.
Yep.
I don't remember if you know that book or not.
Oh, yeah, that's an old book. Hopefully the people are still reading that, the kids in
I hope not. Today's world isn't made for that anymore. Why would you be reading about a little kid coloring on all of his walls and shit?
Why not?
Oh, what the hell?
Well, it's just like that thing with I
was taught the color on the wall's bad. Were you? I mean,
I think that might have been a problem.
I don't know if it was bad because they wanted to stunt our artistic growth, or if it was bad because they didn't want to clean it.
My one cousin, they got a used trailer house, and they got it moved onto the property out in the country. And I think there was wallpaper on the one room, and they took the wallpaper down because they didn't like it. And then they found there was this great big mural somebody had drawn of a clown. But it was one of those clowns like you'd see like on a tattoo on somebody. And the damn thing was, I think, 3 foot tall or something. And it had a big old face.
Tall?
Yeah, 3 foot tall drawing of a clown.
And tattooed on somebody?
Well, no, but it was kind of like that style. Have you ever seen a tattooed clown on somebody?
No.
Well, I've seen it. There are people who have tattoos of clowns.
Why?
Why do people have flowers on their butt? I don't know.
Flowers on their butt.
Well, whatever. But yeah, some parts.
Who's going to see it?
Maybe the people that visit and do interesting adult things. I don't know.
Oh. Why is it always interesting adult things?
Because I don't want to say sex all the time, because you get all kinds of weirded out. Then you start talking about women's parts are just like chickens, where everything goes through one place.
Well, it kind of does.
No, it does not. Wade doesn't. Brother Wade here knows nothing about human sexuality.
I think we got to go on a break with that notion of human sexuality. So, our phone number, folks, if you ever want to call, which we hope you do, 607-238-3816. Our email is snorkelinginthesandbox@yahoo.com.
Yahoo!
We'll be right back.
You're planning a long vacation for just a day or two. You're finally on vacation. You're wondering what to do. You want someplace that's different. You want someplace that's special. You can have a great vacation in New York. And you say, I love New York. You can climb a mountain. I love New York. And there's such great sailing. I love New York. We can all go camping. I love New York. 'Cause it's so exciting. New York is different. You know, New York is special. You can have a great vacation in New York. And you say, I love New York. What a great vacation. I love New York. What a great vacation.
When will man ever learn that when he pollutes the air and the water, he declares war against nature? American International Pictures presents Frogs, the story of the day nature strikes back. Frogs, starring Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, Joan Van Ark, Adam Rourke, and Judy Pace. Frogs, an American International picture, in color rated PG. Frogs, today the pond, tomorrow the world. Frogs lay hundreds of millions of eggs every year. What would happen if they all hatched? American International Pictures presents Frogs, the story of the day nature strikes back. What strange sequence of events unleashed such a slithering, slimy tidal wave of fear? Why did these particular people on that particular island face this particular kind of terror? See Frogs, starring Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, Joan Van Ark, Adam Rourke, and Judy Pace. Frogs, an American international picture, in color, rated PG. Frogs, today the pond, tomorrow the world.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
And he's going to do that
Ribbit.
every time
Ribbit.
we have that commercial. We only play, by the way, for people, our commercials.
Don't croak.
We only play our commercials about once or twice during the podcast.
Ribbit.
And if you have anything you would like to advertise, anything you want us to announce, we can announce it for you. As we were saying in the first half of the show there, we do talk about perversions. We will be talking about
And
life
adult
in general.
themes
And life in general and all of that stuff.
life, the universe, and everything.
And I don't really know where our food is. I think our food is on the way, folks.
Is our food sponsored by Chinese Takeout again?
I don't know what it's sponsored by. I really don't. Well, there's Wegmans, there's
I know. What?
Subway.
Wegmans, can we get Wegmans to deliver?
Look it up. You just type in Wegmans.
Okay. Wegmans sub delivery.
What are you doing?
Talking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you sign up for something.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, okay. I thought that was what they were charging. It was up to $270 a month savings. I thought they were charging that much for deliveries. Like, fuck that.
Or savings, or...
Does it say?
No. I got it right here. Honey mustard, barbecue, cheesy garlic.
What? Subs?
Yeah, roast beef, tuna.
Oh, totally tuna.
Huh?
I want 2 tuna subs. That's what I want. I want 2 of those goddamn tuna subs.
What, some Subway?
No. Wegmans.
I got Subway. Type in
Wait a minute. Do I have
Wegmans.
to go back to my goddamn apartment? Oh, man.
Why?
I think I have to go to the apartment. Shit. Let me make sure. Am I?
Awful lot of noise.
Check the bag one more time, make sure in case it's super wild. I put in the big part. Shit, I really don't want to have to walk back, but I may have to. Yeah. Oh, I know what I did. I left it in the coat. Okay. Got a little complicated when I went shopping yesterday.
Oh.
Went out and yeah, I almost forgot my wallet. It was a tough day for me. I guess I was a little more tired than I realized when I went out.
You forgot your wallet.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you forget. You're
How
like,
did somebody forget your wallet? You don't leave it in your pants?
well, no, I have my Merce man's bag, thing.
Oh, that thing you bought off of Amazon?
Yeah,
Or Walmart?
It's leather. Yeah, it's got leather. It's got the pocket.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, okay. The one you bought off of Amazon was that funny, weird thing you have. The leather one's the one from Walmart that you were bragging
yeah, the
that
leather
you
one
wanted
was
me to
Walmart.
get. Yeah. Okay, so that one?
Yeah, I had my Merce, the leather one, and there's a front pocket with a zipper, and that's where I put my wallet. And if I don't push it the right way, I can't get it out. And of course, that makes it hard for like pickpockets to pull my wallet out.
Yeah.
You're getting taken advantage of because maybe my bag's sitting on the back of my walker or maybe on my wheelchair or something. So you don't always get to watch everything while you're out in public because you get excited or paying attention to something else.
I would keep it in my butt pocket.
See, that's the thing. Your butt gets kind of like not used to like getting bumped and everything all the time, so you don't.
Mine has a chain on it. You take it out of my pants, I'm coming with you.
You might be a redneck if your dog doesn't have a chain, but your wallet does.
You might be a redneck if your wallet and dog are both on the same chain.
Ooh, that one's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Let's go for the list. Maybe we can go to Denny's. No,
No, no. Aren't Denny's closed up mostly?
Five Guys, McDonald's, Burger King.
Well, don't forget Red Robin.
Yeah, I don't even think that. Well, yeah, till it. What are we looking at here?
Oh, here's my wallet. I don't know why this was so much trouble.
I have no idea why either.
Well, you get a little older, you kind of forget things. You set something down, you forget where you put it. You were thinking about, was it Five Guys? Didn't we mention Five Guys at some point? Because Five Guys is great. You know what Five Guys is good for?
What?
If you got a French fry craving, they're the thing. If you want a
McDonald's.
fresh, no, Five Guys, their French fries are so much better. They're freshly made. They got a good taste to them. This is whole thing. Five Guys would be great if I was in the mood for fries, because their fries are like killer. I'm just not in the fry mood. I don't know about you.
So where'd you find this wallet, anyways? While we're talking,
I had it in one of the wrong pockets in my purse, my man leather purse thing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you forget. You put something in the wrong spot, and then you can't find it because it's not in the right spot. This bag is cool though. Even the size. I thought it was gonna be slightly bigger, but just the same. This is still work like stupid shit where I don't need to want to carry a bunch of stuff. Matter of fact, I might put the backpack upstairs after I get this thing switched over.
Yeah. Instacart.
Well, whatever you're gonna do, I could at least have my card. And we'll get something really cool for like dinner or at least snack.
Well, maybe we can just buy our own if we can do it, right?
Okay.
But I can't even get this stuff up.
Well, I'd like to have it to come at the same time. That's why I was thinking about buying it together.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can or not. DoorDash can do it too.
But Wegmans, two of their tuna subs would be fucking tits. I would so go crazy over that. And if it had to, I could even put it on my EBT if you want to go that way. Because I got crazy EBT right now. If the system let us do that, and I'll pay for the actual, use my card to pay for the shipping cart, whatever you got to do separate. If you could go that way, totally cover that. Or if I had to go all cash, I can go that way too. Okay, look up how we can do it. If you can go EBT, I'll do EBT. Okay.
Tuna and provolone?
Totally, but I like the salad, the spring mix instead of lettuce. I like basically no peppers at all.
Well, all right. Well, while we order this food, folks, I think I just noticed that it's time for us to get going here. We're going to order this food. Thank you for tuning in to this show. We hope to make many more. We hope that we will do a lot more with this show. I kind of apologize that we've been sitting here ordering our food. But anyways, folks, we are going to get better. We're going to have new topics. Folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.